Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another video reaction, and today we are watching Pearl. Pearl is a film that a couple of you guys recommended to me back when I was watching Hereditary and Midsommar. I've heard a lot about Mia Goth and her performance in this movie, and I think just in general in her horror performances. Apparently she does a really good job. I don't know why I've only heard of Mia Goth surrounding thriller and horror movies, but that's when I've heard her name the most. The reason I'm intrigued by this film is because I know literally nothing of it. I've seen the still image that I'm seeing right now of Mia Goth somewhere around the internet, and it has kind of like whatever piqued my interest. It looks kind of creepy and odd and weird. For whatever reason, gives me Orphan vibes, which is a movie that also creeped me out. I love whenever I'm jumping into a film that I literally know nothing about, other than apparently it's a horror slash thriller flick. But yeah, guys, that's all I know, so I'm not gonna keep this intro any longer than what it needs to be. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content just like this one, and let's jump into Pearl, guys. Let's go. And it's an A24 film. Yes, that's what I like to see. It means it's probably gonna be good. And we're getting creepy. Why did they make these dolls so creepy back then? I mean, is there even a way to make a non-creepy little doll even? Or is it just dolls, they just look creepy by themselves, like... Okay. Pretty dramatic. This fairy tale sounding intro really gives you an unsettling vibe already.
Gefunden. Habe ich dir erlaubt, meine alten Sagen zu tragen?
Is this German? Sounds like German.
Und füttere die Tiere.
I'm noticing the way that they're shooting this, the soundtrack, the whole thing is giving nods, you know, to some old films and movies, even cartoons, even the font that they're using. It's a very old style Hollywood.
Why, thank you.
So she's an aspiring, I guess, performer. That's definitely gonna be used to hunt somebody. My question here is, why was that woman speaking to her in German and now she's speaking in English? Is she gonna kill the goose? I knew that it was gonna be used for stabby. Who?
Go on, girl.
You named the crocodile Theta? I mean, okay. So I'm guessing she's kind of a crazy person. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. So she's... I guess her mother is of German descent, but they live in the US.
Anything for me in the post today?
No.
The Spanish influenza.
The Allies have taken control of France. Supper's ready, Daddy.
Is Daddy there on his own will? Is that even your dad? Is that even a person that's part of this family?
It feels as if it has been an eternity without you. All we do is walk, it seems. But one thing this war has made clear is that I cannot wait to return home and begin our life together. I never want to be away from you again. Loving husband, Howard.
Husband?
Remember to cover your face. Papers are warning of a more lethal resurgence. Forbid sickness returns to our home.
I like the contrast where they go from completely like almost silence, moody, dark oddness to this where it looks like this is a morning cartoon almost. So I'm guessing they're protecting themselves from the Spanish flu. Was that saying "Oui, Marie"? Oui, Marie. I don't know the song.
You enjoy the picture?
I'm guessing it was a hit.
I'll go on now.
See, even look at the pipes. Look at the pipes. Look at the colors. I'm seeing a pink pipe. I don't think that's
Future Tiller girl.
right. Maybe
Why not?
from
You're
her
pretty enough.
point of view, how everything looks, kinda.
From what you just saw.
You showing it again?
Sure, but it's only one frame. Nobody will notice once I splice it back together. I wouldn't mind seeing you up on that screen one day, Mrs.
Pearl.
See, I guess so far she's in the good side of her world. She lost the frame. Why do you think it went in there? You could just look where you were biking. I hope that wasn't a cheap jump scare movie. I don't like cheap jump scares. Another thing, like right next to dolls, where I guess at one point people thought, yeah, this is definitely not creepy, let's just fill a bunch of clothes up with hay and then crucify that abomination that we've just created. It definitely will not look weird.
May I have this dance?
No. That's a good top hat though. I'd keep that if I was you. It's not like the scarecrow needs it. I like the vision. I like what they're doing. Whoever thought of this. Because let's be honest, she's just having the best time. She's not hurting anybody yet. Okay, girl.
I'm married!
My fault. Just put me back up there. Please don't fuck the scarecrow right in front of me. You're gonna fuck the scarecrow right in front of me. A24 just loves, like, give them a good, bizarre sex scene that makes everybody uncomfortable and they're all for it. Scarecrow is having a great time. It's like a day today. Like the epic horror music in the background though. Because it was pretty horrifying, dude, let's be honest. That axe is gonna come into play.
So long. When you finished, your father needs change. Don't let him sit in his mess.
I'm almost certain that this guy is just the guy that picked off the street.
Where's the rest of the money I lent you?
There's none.
I can count, Pearl.
You've gotten some hard candy for the trip home.
That is enough then.
But Mama, I rode all that way. I'm starving.
You may have what's left of it in the morning. I did not excuse you from the table. Setz dich.
Another thing A24 loves, give them horrible family dynamics.
Viel Geld, uns zu ernähren, und ich haben keinen Schwächling erzogen. Ist das klar?
Is this clear? Is das klar in German?
Du kannst jetzt gehen.
Meet the biggest star the world has ever known. And I'll make it far, far away from this place.
I like how they showed it as if we would think that she was about to pray for her husband, apparently, that's fighting in the war. And she's just like, no, I want to be a star. I can see the motivation behind it, I guess. There was a falling star, so her wish will come true. They also, okay, I'm not gonna keep saying. Another thing A24 likes, milking.
Mama too.
Well, we were a bit worried about the both of you being out here all alone, so we brought some food.
That's very kind.
Is that a fox? That's a
Well,
fox.
Mother has been riddled with worry. All this isolation has been enough to make one mad, hasn't it?
It really has.
No, we don't accept charity.
Can I share a secret with you, Pearl? Mother would throttle me if she knew I was planning on attending. But there's a dance audition. Word is, they're putting together a troupe and we'll be touring 7 different cities before the year ends. Doesn't that sound exciting? I would love so much to be a part of it. We should go together then. See you later, Pearl.
So that's your sister-in-law. So her husband's family that went to war.
This could be it.
Charlie's terrified of you, girl. I'm thinking this is the dress she was wearing in the picture. The poster picture or whatever it was. So, how many of you guys have actually escaped through a window before? For any circumstance. I'm very interested to hear your stories if you have. I'm not saying that I have or haven't. But it also seems like a lot easier to do in those type of houses. Yep, that bike is stolen. I'm stealing just to teach you a lesson for leaving it there.
I'm what more civilized people refer to as bohemian.
I don't know what that is.
Means I can pack up and leave whenever I want to,
That's your
Is that the
favorite
dream?
thing.
just as long as I can keep from waking up.
Aha.
Stag films like this out there.
Is it legal?
Doing it, yeah. Filming it, no. Pictures like this are going to revolutionize the industry, and I, for one, plan on.
She could have been more right.
One day my mother and father will be gone. I can do what I want then.
What if that's too late? You only get one take at this life. And if you don't make the most of it when you're young, you don't get a second chance.
Look at these existential debates. If only I could just kill them.
Pardon?
Nothing.
It's what you heard.
The arts are so much more alive in Europe. You can be whoever you want to be there. You could even be in pictures like this. I know, I'd watch you.
Smooth. Did you really think that your mother hasn't noticed that you're missing? Just from the little bit we've seen of your mother, I'm pretty sure she's most likely aware. Ooh, what a shot. The composition of this is really, really good. Pearl? Where are you taking your father? You're going to feed him to the crocodile?
It'd be easier for me if I didn't feel like I was abandoning you. I love you, Daddy, but this is no way to live.
This is not wrong. But I don't think this is a way to go either.
What are you doing?
Talking with Daddy? Why do you hate me, Mama?
She's scared of you,
I
probably.
only want what's best. Life rarely turns out how you expect. You need to be prepared for that if you ever want to be happy.
That's a
Come
pretty
back
good life
inside.
lesson. That she's not ready to intake.
Stop staring at me.
No. You have issues, Pearl. You brought a crocodile to our barn. Okay, and killed it. So I feel like the detestment that she feels towards her family is the similar detestment that she feels towards her husband, because she feels that both of them, all three of them actually, are what's keeping her from living her dreams. Also, why is it never a good day when they're eating?
How'd you find that?
I'm not blind to what goes on around here. Take your dinner. Stay in the bunkhouse.
But it's freezing out there.
Isolate yourself until we know you're not ill.
Dance audition in town tomorrow. I'm going to it.
No, you're not.
Find out if I'm good enough.
Good enough for what, Pearl?
Something more than this.
How is it you find our life so beneath you? You've always had a roof over your head, food in your belly. Do you not think that came at great sacrifice from your father and I?
If I go to this audition and I don't get picked, then I'll come home and I'll never speak of it again. But I have to know that I tried or I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. Mama, you have no idea what I'm capable of.
Double meaning.
Yes, I do. I've seen the things you've done. In private.
Okay.
You believe no one is watching.
Then she's responding to
You
the
think
double meaning.
others won't notice? You can't keep your true self hidden forever, Pearl.
Okay, they're fully exploring the double meaning.
They will be frightened.
By your crazy
Just
ass.
as I am.
That's why she's like
You're
this.
wrong.
Let alone the illness you may contract and spread. Seen what it does to your father? And maybe that is what you wish for me.
Of course not.
Stop lying! You are not well, Pearl.
No,
It's only
both
a
of you are
matter
not
time
well.
Before you hurt someone else. Malevolence is festering in you. I see it.
And I will not in good conscience let you leave this farm again. Don't want to know what I could do to you. I shoulder a burden you will never understand. There! Sit there and talk to me about regret. I was supposed to be his wife, not his mother.
Sorry.
No! You're not! Or you will stop all this! Here! Take it! That's what you really desire.
Perhaps I should kill him for you.
That way you don't have to care for him any longer because when we get back to the dance audition,
His face.
your husband is gone.
This
Get
shouldn't
it
be
off
laughing
me,
like
woman.
this. I shouldn't be laughing like this. Look at this man's face.
I won't suffer for you any- when
That
we
man is not even your father. They just brought a random man from the street. I promise you.
remember what it
They're
feels
both insane.
Everything I ever had has been taken from me. What more do you want?
I just don't want him to block you is all.
I won't let you flaunt your arrogance in my face! You are not better than me!
This is a great scene. Is that boiling water? Is that boiling water? This is a horror comedy. This is horror comedy at its finest. Give that man an Oscar. Yes, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Everybody behind this film. Yes, yes. The theme, the ending circle, yes. Also, that man doesn't know what he's in for.
6 a.m. yet?
I have to practice my routine. I need to be perfect for my audition today.
Let me at least drive you home.
Pearl, you agree to this? So she has a burnt mother, almost burned alive in the basement, a father that can't do anything by himself, and she's bringing a guy home that's not her husband, and possibly her husband is also on his way home from the war.
Wait here a minute.
It's a mess. The house is a mess, and you don't want to see it. Let me clean up a little bit. It's nothing crazy, just an almost dead body and a terrified to death person that I've picked off from the street.
Daddy, I'm so sorry.
The sound effects, by the way, they're adding are great. If that isn't a sign, my guy, you're gonna walk inside the house with the uncooked, rotting pork.
This is my father.
That's your second hint. Look at the face of that man. That's not even her father. Don't let her lie to you. They've picked that man off the streets.
What was that?
It's just my burnt mama.
Don't you think you should go check? What's the matter with you?
Everything?
Nothing.
Everything? So many things. Number 3. I'm already off the door. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
It's our
Yes.
dog. She made a mess in the kitchen while I was away, so I put her in the root cellar.
That's a good lie. That's a good lie. That was a good lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good lie.
This is Mary. Ain't she a dish? Is this
It's
Francis?
this. Saw him the crocodile. Saw him the crocodile.
We used to have many more animals, but they all died.
I killed them.
What about your dog?
We don't have a dog.
I thought you said you did.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Boy.
Look at
I
the
better
time.
go back, you know? Well, I gotta go screen the matinee, you know? But you gotta practice, remember?
you're not gonna take me to Europe, are you? Tell me the truth.
What they're talking about? Never fuck crazy. This is the worst definition of it.
You're scaring me, Pearl.
I'd be running. Oh god, he's just gonna grab the. Oh shit. Nah. Turn around. I thought he was gonna turn out to be a weirdo or something. But he has turned out to be so nice. He started the car. Sup, dog?
I want you to remember what it feels like. That's how I felt every time you looked at me.
He just opened the door for humiliation. For humiliation purposes. Stop. Stop, this is no good. This film is no good. This is a fucking comedy to me. Is she gonna kill him? Is she gonna kill him?
I know you'll look down on me proudly.
He looked down on me. I mean, you're gonna push him out of his misery, so you might as well do it. Au revoir, mademoiselle. That's good eats for the crocodile. This is good eats for the crocodile.
Rumor has it they may only be taking one gal per town.
He's gonna kill all of you
It
here.
has to be me.
It has to be her, which means you all are about to die.
You meant to say that out loud, Pearl.
It has to be me.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
Thank you. You're a good friend.
Emma? Sister-in-laws have to stick together, right?
She might just let you leave off of that. She might. She might. Emphasis on might.
I'm gonna show them all.
Oh no.
Break a leg.
Break your leg. She's gonna break your leg. How dope would it be if they had added just a little bit of blood on her shoes, right? Just a tiny bit, not noticeable enough. Usually in horror films, I say that the main character role must have been hard to film. For her, I'll say that this is probably one of the funnest main girls even in a horror film that I've ever seen. This role seems like a blast to play. Yes, you've just brought a crazy person
But
here
it's gonna
stage.
be a no.
And you all are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. And the pianist, that's 5. That's 5 bodies. She's about cuts.
It's not what we had in mind.
And she doesn't have a mind, so you're good.
But that was the best dancing I've ever done.
We already have plenty of gals like you in the troupe. Younger and blonde.
You don't understand. I need this.
Next in line, please.
Oh, I'm a star. No, I'm a star.
This is one of those X Factor auditions.
Please, I'm a star.
Again, I like the shot next, right in front of the red door. Oh my goodness.
How about I take you home?
Not another one taking her home. You don't want to take anybody home.
Europe? What on earth for? It'll be in ruins, and you'll never get Howard back.
It's overrated anyway.
Disappointed, but
Europe.
There's no sense in taking it this hard.
Don't understand.
What don't I?
I'm
Come on,
insane.
Pearl.
I'm actually
Come on.
deranged. I've killed my whole family.
I don't feel.
How you feel?
I'm scared of what I might say.
Well, practice on me first then.
Oh,
Pretend
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
And you just say whatever's on your mind. You can.
Why are you setting yourself up for
Go
death?
on, get it all out.
Not all. Don't get it all out. No. No. Don't. You shouldn't trust her.
Howard,
Go ahead, Pearl.
I hate you so much for leaving me here. Sometimes I hope you die. I'm sure you don't want to hear about a stranger satisfying your wife, and I swear it was only once.
And
It
the
was a
scarecrow.
mistake.
Don't forget the
It wasn't
scarecrow.
him that I wanted. I
She's
know
giving a
that
hell of a
it can
performance.
so
Mia
well.
Goth. Amazing
I
performance.
feel it.
Pearl, I think I
The
should.
reason I
just-
kept my eyes to the ground around other men was never to avoid hurting you. It's because I understood how lucky I was to have your attention. I may be a poor farm girl, Howard, but I'm not stupid. You're from somewhere. A nice, comfortable place that you could return to whenever you wanted. All my life I've wanted off this farm, and you were my ticket out. Made sure to never let you see who I really was. I wore it like a charm, too. How could I be responsible for another life? Life terrifies me. It's harsh and bleak and draining.
This is writing?
I was so relieved when it died. This
Ooh.
way keeping me trapped here, but then the war came and you left me too. Do people like you ever feel this way? I figure you don't. You seem so perfect all the time. Lord must have been generous to you. He never answered any of my prayers. I don't
Bro,
know
this
how it
performance
got
and
you.
this dialogue in this scene is
What is wrong
amazing.
with me? Times I wake in the middle of the night and the fear washes over me, because what if this is it?
She was going for an award with this scene, and I don't blame her because this writing is great.
I know what I've done. The bad things. Awful, murderous things.
Murderous things.
I regret them
Murderous
now,
things.
but I liked how they
Murderous.
wish I did
She
what
said
I did.
murderous. Run, blonde
First,
girl,
it was
run.
only animals smaller than myself. Killing's easier than you'd think. Till recently, when Mama and the boy from the picture house, they were different. I hurt them so they too might know what it feels like to suffer, but poor Daddy didn't deserve that. I wish I hadn't done what I did. Mama meant well.
Please let
I made
let
such
you
a
not
mess.
still be here when they pan out of this one shot.
I don't know how.
This is a brilliant scene.
All I really want is to be loved.
So good.
It's such a
Her
hard time.
character really just unraveled like in front of us. Everything about her. She better have run out the house. Like a. Why are you standing there still? Why haven't you started running? She told you about killing her family, animals, people. You just now should probably get going.
If I'm not home soon.
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Blondie?
Are you frightened of me?
Here. No, why would you say that, you murderers?
You think I'm sick?
No.
Don't lie now. Why have you left still?
What?
Why are you still here?
Bart,
She got the part.
But Pearl,
please. Don't lie to me.
This is what you get for staying here. Don't tell her that you got the part too, even if you did.
Yes.
You really.
Thank you. Real swell. Dancing around the state.
You want to die. She just told you.
Hope you can.
She has bodies buried in this house. She told you she killed animals for fun. You are the person she's describing that she hates.
To go now.
You should have left ages ago,
You're not gonna
when she
see
started
anything
talking about
of
being
me.
murderers. Towards the door.
I really do love
That
you.
way. And I really did kill all my family. You're not working fast enough for me. You are walking too slow for me. Because if she decides to get on that bike... Never mind, she can just take the axe. You're still not running fast enough!
Please, I'll do anything you want.
It's not about what I want anymore, Mitzi. It's about making the best of what I have.
I'm not even upset. She deserved to die. Why was she listening to that story? The minute she said the murderous part, you're out the door. Running. And that wasn't running. You wanted to get killed, apparently. Yes. The cow is like, what the fuck am I here for? Let me go. You're scaring me. Pig. This is how you're gonna welcome Howard back? This is sad at the same time. Because we listened to the previous scene, what she was talking about. That's what she wanted. A perfect life with a perfect family. Instead she has this.
Bless us, O Lord.
Bless us, Lord. That's what she gets. You'd wish that war wasn't over. Imagine returning from a war zone. You're like, I'm finally home. I've made it home. This is the home you come back to. This is where you come home to.
Howard? I'm so happy you're home.
Imagine, just imagine. Just imagine. Look at that face. It's like... Why is this movie so good? Why was this film so good? Why was this film so good? This is my type of movie, yo. She must have been cracking up like crazy shooting this, by the way. This is me when I'm trying to take a picture. This is the type of movie that I'll make. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the type of movie. Look at this shot. Did Mia Goth win awards for this performance? Anything, something. Must have given them something. Look at what she's doing right here. So good. This is so good. If the circle opened back up and she was still doing this, they would have been goated. They would have been the best film I've ever watched. But they didn't do that. So they're just slightly less than that. This was good on so many levels of good. Story, performances, writing, direction, the way they lit the damn movie, the way the soundtrack, the comedy, cinematography, the locations they shot at were beautiful. Even if we look outside of just the mess and the craziness and the murdering and all that stuff, the core reason for why Pearl turned out like this is incredibly sad. Everything she explained everything in that one huge scene. That probably would have been like a 6-7 minute monologue that she had there. See, when I'm talking about, that's the thing with A24, bro. When we're talking about good horror films, good thrillers, this is what it is. This is what they are. This is why the horror genre and the thriller genre is so good and so if you're a prolific writer, you can do the most with this genre, I feel like. They blended comedy and horror so well. They blended drama so well. They almost had it even be a musical of sorts. I'm pissed off I hadn't seen it earlier. I'm glad I saw it to be able to do a reaction of it though, but I love this movie, bro. I know, I might like it even more than Hereditary, for different reasons though. Because Hereditary, I don't think I'm gonna go back to rewatch Hereditary. Although I loved Hereditary. The performance, everything, the story, everything. Similar to this. But I can see myself putting this on just as a casual watch, just because it's so funny. Or Midsommar. I loved Midsommar, but I don't think I'm gonna rewatch Midsommar. Not by myself, at least. I might rewatch it along showing it to somebody else, just to get their reactions of it. I might have found a new party movie to watch. Guys, I don't think I have anything else to say other than I love this so freaking much. I understand the hype about Mia Goth. It's not even... This is the thing. If it was just her crazy acting, it wouldn't have gotten to me. What got to me was that final scene with her. Or rather, not the final scene, but the scene where she had that big monologue. That, to me, was like what separated her. Where it's like, yeah, this girl can act her ass off. Because sometimes with crazy, don't get me wrong, it's not easy. Sometimes people might think that it's easy to act crazy because you act crazy, but it's not. You need to. There's a method to it, or at least it better be. Otherwise, you end up looking pretty unconvincing and pretty silly. But the serious aspects of the movie, where she had to act in a more serious manner, killed them. I thought the mother was very good in her role. The father was the best part of the movie. Even the guy, that the poor man, who I initially thought was gonna end up being some type of a creep, but ended up being just a normal, almost perfect guy that she ended up killing in her farm. Her friend was good, even though I hated her because she didn't react to any of that logically. The detail with the pig, how we kept seeing it, and like everybody was like, wait, what the fuck's going on in this house? Who in their right mind would see that and then walk inside the house? I wouldn't. Unless, do you have a dog? Do you have a dog that you're feeding? But even that wouldn't make sense because it's rotting. So this is why I love movies, man. This type of films reminds me why I love films so much. Just how they were able to do the art with using a story that lended itself to that. Because as I was saying during the reaction at some point, when you have a script that allows you to subvert reality sometimes, it really gives you an extra push to try shit out when it comes to how you're gonna shoot the movie, how you're gonna frame the shots, how you're gonna do the transitions, what music you're gonna add to it. It opens up your world. It's again, I think that horror films specifically and thrillers are a genre that you can really do that in, which is why I love them so much personally, because although usually based on pretty horrific subject matter, they can have something like this where it's like, it's a fun film based on a girl that murdered her whole family. I assume also Howard is dead by now that I finished speaking. But he had a gun on him, so possibly he could shoot her first if he's smart. Another good ending where I thought they might have taken this is she would have cleaned everything up and she would have just welcomed him like a normal person, and then they would leave us just with us knowing what Pearl actually is. It would just leave us in a bit of a more like, oh, you don't know what you came home to. But they gave us the version of, oh, he realized quite quickly where he returned home to, and he's dead. Most likely. Brilliant movie. Recommend me other Mia Goth films, because I heard she's in general. I don't know what other films. This is only, I remember seeing pictures of her in this film, in that red dress. So that's the movie I guess I knew her from. I didn't know what the movie was called or anything. I just remember the pictures. So I've seen this, and I heard she probably has done other horror films, because I've heard it's more than one of her performances why she's so like loved in the horror film world. But this is straight added to one of my favorites that I've reacted to on the channel. I don't know where I would rank it in my all-time horror films, but it's so fun. When it's a horror film that I feel like I can play at like a gathering for friends, it's like I found a good horror film, man. If you're enjoying the video, again, give a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next reaction video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.